Good evening. On behalf of Three Sheets to the Mouse, the podcast where drinks get served, cloacas get loved, and adults act like adolescent teenagers in a pack and play, we welcome you to our show. We're gathered here tonight around the bar as people have been doing and getting wasted for thousands and thousands of years before us to share adult humor and Disney drinks. Tonight, a true adventure emerges as we drink together and tell our story together as one. We hope you enjoy our story tonight. Reflections of Booze.
I know it sounds sorted, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared, be prepared.
Just waiting for the guys to arrive. Wonder what's taking Tim and Adam so long. But in the meantime, bartender, I'm gonna have the Knob Creek, the Disney single barrel. Perfect. Oh, hey Tim, hey Adam, how's it going?
Fine.
Hey, what's up?
I need a drink.
What's wrong? Oh, that one of those kind of days.
It's one of those kind of weeks. Entrepreneur thing, please.
Yeah, and it's Animal Kingdom, and it's hot.
Oh, well, it is.
I need a high tower rocks.
It makes you feel like an animal here.
It's one of our smell like one.
This is true. Where's Trenton and Mikey? Are they coming along?
I think Trenton went to the bathroom. I saw him on the way in.
Oh, Trenton had to make boom boom.
Always.
Oh, he'll never live that down.
Yeah, we will.
What's up, Mikey? How's it going?
Hello, boys! Did you see that gorilla over there whacking his pud?
Are you gonna get banned for Gorilla Falls again?
Again?
I can't stop what happens. It's it's humid as hell here, but there's not a lot of mist. I mean, it's just a circle of life, all right?
All right, bartender, what does he want? Get him a drink.
No, don't worry, I brought my own. Snuck in some Jefferson's Groff this evening. It's in my my sunscreen flask. Anybody want some?
Oh, Trenton's here. Hey, Trenton, how's it going, man?
Whew. Everything
Later.
come out all right?
Yeah.
Feel better?
It's the heat that does it. I swear they built this place over a lava pit.
Yeah.
They must have.
It is Africa hot.
I mean, how do you wipe a swampy ass?
The
Welcome to
SWAS
Africa.
is strong. Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna have here?
Well, being so hot, I guess I'm going to take a Jin's tattoo, because it's probably the most refreshing thing on the menu. And Adam, is that an Annapurna Zing?
Yes,
Oh.
it is. Of course it is. But
God,
I like
that
ginger beer.
If I wanted to feel like lava on the outside and on the inside at Animal Kingdom, I would order that.
I love this drink. Oh. You know, it might settle your stomach a little bit, if it's possible.
And that is kind of weird that you had that reaction to ginger beer. I mean, it's supposed to like calm your stomach.
It's the only thing I can think of that did that. Like, it just immediately, and it might have been the mixture of the lime and the mint and the ginger or whatever. I don't know, but it was like from here to here. Like, I just thought it was just full of lava.
I think you're gonna have to have a scientific experiment there and just drink ginger beer straight. See if it does it.
I think that's a good idea at all, Scott. It's literally the worst
Well,
thing.
that's the scientific method, though. You gotta have a control in your experiment, and we're all gambling on vomit.
Or
Wait,
severe
do it at
heartburn.
home.
Well,
Ginger beer gives me heartburn.
doesn't affect me, because I'm a ginger.
Hey, it looks like our table's ready for this dining package. Mikey, I'm glad you got this reservation. It sounds really cool. This Lion King this Lion King dinner package.
Dude, this dinning package was not cheap, I'll tell you right now.
Scott, how long were you waiting for us?
Too long, man. Too long. You know what? I've gotten to know Mr. Allen here, the bartender. He's been really cool. No, this is gonna be fun. So let's. Why don't we head over to the table?
Good evening and welcome to Tiffin's. My name is Brant and I'll be your waiter this evening. First off, I see that you are dining tonight on the Festival of the Lion King dinner package. I hope you enjoyed the show. So first off, can I start by getting you all a drink?
I'm going to do the Kungaloosh.
Oh man, Adam, that's a great choice. Such a
I'll
good
have the
deal.
same.
And what can I get for you?
You know, I think I want to have me a glass of wine. I want to zhuzh this up a little bit for this Arkansan. Give me that there jam jar sweet Shiraz, because it sounds like Jar Jar.
Ooh, you know what? You know what? It's a good sweet wine. I think you're gonna like that one.
It's too sweet for me.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Well, good thing I'm a sourpuss. I'll balance it out.
Waiter, I think I'm gonna have the Cabernet Concha Toro Marquis de Casa Concha. It's really good.
You see, and this is
Shit, I
why
thought
I
I
don't
zhuzhed
order
it up.
wine out, because I can never say all those words that smoothly. There's
Point to it on the menu, and that's it.
Tim,
That's what I
Tim,
usually
Adam,
do.
we had this the last time we were here.
Was it in the wine flight?
It was in the wine flight.
That was an awesome flight.
It was the
it
one that
was.
sounded like Cabinet Conky Judy.
And you know what? I took when I was on the cruise, we found a couple bottles of this locally, and we took this on the Disney cruise, and it was just as good, man. Such a good bottle of wine.
I'll put in these drink orders and I'll be right back to take your appetizer order.
Oh yeah, I won't order a drink. That's fine.
Oh,
Nope. You've had too much already. I saw you taking shots, waiting in line to take the shitter.
Yes, sir, and what will you have?
If I can get away with it, well, no, I was gonna go with the beer flight, but I think I'll just go with the Dogfish Head, the Namaste White Belgian style wit beer. It's one that I had last time I was there, and I think I enjoyed it, if I remember correctly.
What's the flavors on that? Like, what does it taste like, or similar to?
It's gonna be, I hate to say this, it's the same style as like a Blue Moon. It's a German wheat beer, essentially, or a Belgian wheat beer.
Belgian.
A lot of wheat, a lot of like citrus fruit almost, but it's probably unfiltered. I would assume this one's unfiltered, so it's gonna be
a little cloudy.
yeah. It's not gonna be a yeah.
Can I find this
beer.
back when we go home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
pretty
think
sure.
you
Yeah.
can.
Anywhere they sell dogfish, yeah.
All right, so guys, are you ready for your appetizers? You want to wait a little bit?
I'm always ready.
I can
starving.
always
I need to
Have
order.
you met me?
I need something to soak up all the alcohol I brought with me.
Gentlemen, are we ready to order appetizers? If I might make some suggestions, we have some wonderful selections, like the avocado and tomato salad, spiced chickpea falafel, and a charred octopus that serves as a grand way to kick off your feast. What can I get for you?
Well, I for one want the charred octopus because I'm assuming someone else is going to order the bread service here, and I can just steal bread off their plate.
Okay, if Tim orders the bread service,
You're not
there is
stealing
no way
mine.
in hell you're getting anything off that plate. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Tim ordered the bread service. I think I think I was able to get a little morsel there.
I ordered that
Pretty
bread
much.
service. It's one of the
It
best.
doesn't
Yeah.
leave the front of him.
But from what it looks like on the menu, it looks really good.
Somebody sees Mr. Allen walk in, we can get the bread service off Tim's plate if Mr.
That's
Allen
true.
walks by.
No, he'll
true, 'cause I
wait
would
and then
get
get
up
up.
right
He'll pick it up and take it with him. Mr. Allen, Mr. Allen.
I'll offer Mr. Allen some bread service, but I
Oh,
All right, Mikey,
man,
what are you gonna
the
have?
wheats and grains.
Okay, and you, sir?
I want that. I want something light. Give me the avocado and tomato salad.
Oh, that sounds really good, man.
It's been hot, so give me something juicy.
I mean, avocados, tomato, queso fresco.
I love
I'm
me
down
some
for
fresh
that.
cheese.
I'm down for that.
Yes, sir, and what will you have?
Well, I don't think that special that we split is on the menu this time.
No, the cows is gone.
Yeah, so
Kinda
I think
bummed
I'm going to
about
have to
that.
stick with the charred octopus.
That's really good. We split that and the cowza, and all day, every day, charred octopus.
Definitely.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, that's right. Tim, what are you gonna have?
thought it was so obvious I was going to get the bread service. I'm getting the bread service.
Exactly.
All right, I think I'm going to try something different this time. Wait, I'm going to have the spiced chickpea falafel because falafels are delicious, and they got
good.
this, and it's got a mint pistachio pesto. I'm down for that, and because I couldn't normally order that, I'm getting some tree nuts.
These appetizers should be out in just a few minutes. Until then, enjoy your drinks.
Thank you, sir. Tim and Adam, you guys had some drinks earlier.
Yeah, we went over to the Dower Bar, right next to Tusker House. It's like
Yeah.
that open air area bar, you can sit in. It does have some cover, so it's not totally open. So if it does rain like it always does in Florida, you have some coverage there, but you can squeeze in there.
It's got some decent seating.
And today was Sunday, so I had to get my sunrise cocktail, the African Bloody Mary.
It's a delicious Bloody Mary.
Yes, it is. It is the snow leopard vodka, the Bloody Mary mix, spicy African Berber sauce, and garnished with candy bacon, celery stalk, and a carrot. But to Trenton's disappointment, they never brought back the sugarcane mojito.
Motherfuckers.
I
I wish Mr. Allen was here because I would fucking give him a piece of my mind too. Motherfucker.
But you have some other great drinks. You can get like the African margarita with the Sauza silver tequila, the Star African rum and Captain Morgan, I'm never say this right, the Ngumu jungle juice or the Takiti punch. They're all good solid drinks.
Ngumu, is it?
Numu. It's
Yeah, whatever.
The NG is
the
G is
G is
silent.
silent.
Numu. Yeah.
Sure.
Like a new Naugahyde.
All I want to say right now is no news is good news. But doesn't fit. So I really like that one. I make them say it for me, and that's snow leopard vodka, boiled peach schnapps, and Tusker's famous jungle juice.
No, I stopped here earlier and I got one of those Lost on Safaris. That's one of my favorite drinks in this park.
I always got to go with the Takiti punch. It's the same as the Himalayan Ghost from Thirsty River, and it's a closer walk from here. So
That's true. But you know what? It's $1 more here.
it is.
I don't understand why that is.
Is it bigger?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They look about the same cup size.
I want to say it's because of the location.
Probably.
Trent, let's all agree cup size is important.
It is. Yeah.
But no, I love the Lost on Safari. It's a great drink. The Pangani punch is delicious.
But they also have some great beers here. And you can get the Safari Amber, Tusker Larga, Casablanca, Old Elephant Foot IPA. You can get the Golden Monkey from Victory. And
That's a
I'm
good
not allowed
one.
to have that
That beer is amazing.
You know what I think is really funny over there is that the theming goes along with it. The import list is the Safari Amber and the Bud Light. The domestic list is the Tusker Lager and the Casablanca.
yes,
Which just really adds to the theming of that whole bar.
most definitely.
Tusker's good. I've had Tusker a couple times. I like it. But that Victory Gold Monkey, man.
Yeah, Tim's not allowed to have
I'm
that.
not allowed to have Golden Monkey anymore.
Nope.
It's so good though. Oh my
It does
God.
bad
is
things
good.
to Tim.
Nope.
It's high alcohol content in it.
Oh,
Does
It
something
is,
to
but
it.
man, you get a growler of that, and you're a happy fella.
9.25%, I want to say.
Something ridiculously high. So we have some good wine selections there as well. We got the Jam Jar Sweet, which is what Mikey just ordered. The Beyond Sauvignon Blanc and a Glen Chardonnay. For the red, we have the Den Pinotage, Excelsior Cabernet Sauvignon, and Belso del Sol Sangria.
Now, Andrew's gotten the sangria here, and it's pretty good. It's pretty sweet.
Well,
But-
sangria's normally sweet.
Yeah, but it's decent. It's actually decent. Like I wouldn't have a problem drinking sangria on a hot day.
I just have to be careful with sangria.
It's sugary.
Yeah, it's a little. It gives me that wine headache super quick from all the sugar in
sugars.
it.
Yeah.
So I have to be, especially if it's hot. It screws me up. See, but I don't have the same problem from a white sangria. And I don't know
I've
what
ever
it
had a
is.
white sangria.
It's usually apples and
Pears.
Grapes,
oh no, white cranberries.
white
Pe-
cranberry.
I
Okay.
don't know if they would impart that
Peaches.
much flavor though. It doesn't sound like it would be as
The
much.
apples, believe it or not, when you eat the
Yeah.
apples that were soaking in the white wine, it's really good taste.
Oh, I guess
That's
not
probably
what I
that.
was-
That actually would taste really good.
I was thinking more
You
the
know
fruit
what,
imparting
if-
flavor into the wine.
No, it's the
If
other
you're
way
making-
around in a white sangria, in my opinion.
if you're making Reggie's Revenge at home from Jock Lindsay's and you can't find white cranberry juice, you can use white grape juice. It tastes the same.
Yeah, it's not
See, I
terribly
find
different.
white cranberry juice to be a little tart.
Oh, it's a lot tart.
I say this not having had it any other way, but I assume it's close to damn enough.
The white cranberry juice is not as tart as the red.
But it still
But
has
it
a
still
little
has,
bit of a bite.
yeah, a little bit.
Like if you're going to do it that way, I'd probably add some lime juice to it as well.
Ooh.
Or just drink it.
Or, yeah, that too.
See, I don't
Because
like
it has
sweet
lime
drinks.
juice, actually. It has lime juice
Oh,
in
okay.
it.
So maybe add a little bit more.
Did you
Or
have
sour
any
mix.
of that? Did you have any of that Reggie's Revenge when I made it for that Halloween party?
I don't remember that
He
Halloween
did.
party.
He did. Yes.
Yeah,
Tim says yes.
I think you did. Yeah, no, that was your night to drink and Tim's night to drive.
It was sweet though.
It
that
was
I remember.
sweet. It was very sweet.
It is definitely sweet. If you get any on your hands, it's going to be sticky.
Yeah,
But
but let's
I
get
think-
back to Animal Kingdom.
Trent, you go to this Dowel bar all the time.
Quite often.
You've been back. Have you been back since they took the sugarcane mojito off?
Are you trying to make his head explode here? I mean,
Yeah.
seriously.
That was in April.
His eyes are going to pop out of his head soon. He's going to kill you.
We came here in April, and I just got the Takiti punch. It's all right. It's a poor substitute for what I really wanted.
Which is the
The sugarcane fucking mojito, Scott. That's what I wanted.
Stop it, Scott.
Was
Bitter
the
much?
All right, we're
fucking
going to have to
sugarcane
change
mojito.
seats. These two can't sit next to each other anymore. Can we just flip this around?
we're gonna get kicked out of this restaurant if we keep this up.
No, we'll just move him to a different table.
You know what I like about Dowel Bar? It's that open air. It's nice. You've got the sounds of Harambe playing in the background. You got the band, the drums that play every hour or so.
It's not a relaxing area, though. If this is someplace where you're looking
It's
to...
very high energy.
It can
It
be a
is.
little loud and noisy, but...
And it's not air conditioned, so you can't really sit down and enjoy a drink without passing out.
My
But that's
secret
a
to the
lot
Dawa
of-
bar.
But that's
Which
a
is why I
lot
would
of the
not get
bars
anything red wine.
in
If-
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, most of them are outside bars.
If you want
Yeah,
somewhere
the-
quiet, though, get your drink from Dawa Bar, walk over to where the Harambe Market is after it's closed at night. It's quiet, no one sits over there, and they leave the tables out.
Didn't you talk about that on our Quiet Places episode?
I did. That's one of my favorite quiet places. Right there in that little alley almost before you get to where Harambe Market is, no one sits in those tables. It's perfect.
Is it still quiet if someone's sitting there and you show up without a sugarcane mojito?
You know? Yeah, because I showed up with the Takiti punch last time, and we were just hanging
Okay.
out.
So,
It's,
but this is only a quiet spot at night, though. This is one of those timing is everything kind of situations.
Yes.
Yes, it's
During-
if Harambe Market's closed.
During the day, Harambe Market is going on, and it's pretty quick. It's pretty loud. Episode 56, that's where you talked about it, where you went there like after hours, after the Harambe Market closed around like, what, 4 o'clock?
Yeah, it was closing super early. It was like 4 or 5, which
Well,
I thought
don't
was
think
weird.
I don't think they're equipped to do dinner. That's probably why.
But well, I don't know if there's enough lighting over there for them to do it after dark.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
very
sat-
dark in that section of the park.
You sat there, they had taken down the umbrellas, and it was just a quiet place to have a drink.
No one goes over there. Nobody.
And how far is that walk?
You get your drink at Dawa Bar, you walk past where all those annoying fucking drums are like you're going back towards Asia, and then just take a left. It's right there. It's maybe 200 feet.
Yeah, that's not bad. I could do that next time.
Good idea.
Or we could do that when we're done here. if it's
Where's
still
that?
open.
That's even better.
Yeah. Oh, look. Hey, our appetizers are here.
Don't touch my fucking bread.
Dude, share. Sharing is caring.
Tim, do we have to put you at another table?
Probably. I'll go sit outside at the outside deck of Nomad Land.
You see, you all did this wrong, just so you know. You always order something that somebody else has. So this way, he shares, and you can just eat your own that way.
Right, Adam shares. No one touched my fucking octopus.
No,
That's a lie.
Actually, no. That is a lie because Adam and I shared appetizers the last time we
Yeah.
were here.
I will share, as long as you give me some of yours.
I
That's
will
true.
stab somebody over my avocados. They are some free shavocadoos right now.
Yeah, I don't like tomatoes.
I
You
will
can have all
shank
that.
somebody.
Yeah, Tim and Trenton are out on that though.
It'll.
I don't do avocado.
It sounds healthy, and since I'm running soon, this is probably the best thing for me to open up my dinner with.
Yeah, avocados have good fat, right?
Yes.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
Shit if I know, man. It's got dressing on it.
So, Mikey, again, we got to thank you for hooking us up on this reservation here.
Yeah, it wasn't
but
cheap.
What else are we doing?
You guys conned me into it, and I floated you on this one. We got tier number 1, all right? Because I'm not gonna pussyfoot around when it comes to entertaining my boys. So we got the Festival Lion King tier number 1 dining package, and there are two there are two flavors. Okay, we got tier number 1.
Because, of course, we're number 1.
We are numero uno, and it's both tiers have a 3-course lunch or dinner for us, obviously here at Tiffin's, and we got VIP seating for Festival of Lion King. And something I'm really proud of here is this commemorative cast photo that came along with it. Because let me tell you, Tumble Monkey number 3 fucking brought it tonight.
Dude, he
I'm
did.
glad I got a photo of him. Our dinner, as you know, we got a 3-course dinner. You know, tier 1, tier 2 doesn't matter. You get 3-course dinner. You get an appetizer. I got my salad. Tim got his bread service. You guys are fighting over his scraps.
We're not getting
Yeah, whatever sauce is left over.
Yeah, you can lick the bowl of sauce.
No, there's always a few sauces left over when he eats it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there's a few ones that he doesn't like. So
Well,
he
they
gives you
drink
the
the
ones that he doesn't
apricot.
like.
It's
apricot one.
those are for Scott because that makes it a flight.
That apricot one was good. I don't know how you don't like that, Tim.
I don't like apricot that much.
That's how you don't like it.
But the sauces are
simple.
seasonal too.
Now,
Sauces are seasonal as well.
They are.
and after our appetizers, we're going to order. Because we've each of us got a main course coming to us. I don't know what everybody's getting necessarily, but we got an entree, and then we get a selection of dinner. Now, there's like 4 or 5 different entrees I think we can choose from, but we only got like 3 desserts. So I'm probably going to get the chicken dish and something else because that's how I roll from Arkansas.
Well, now we also get to go on a special VIP tour.
This is the most
Well-
important. I've done all this
to
other
me,
stuff.
this is the
Yeah.
most important part of this thing.
Absolutely, I'm so excited for this.
At the end of this, after we're finished and everything like that, we're gonna. My estimation is, we got someone going to come grab us and say, "You guys are very important people. Follow me," and we're going to get to go over to the Kilimanjaro Safari area, and we're going to get our own guided tour through the African outback, separate from everybody else waiting in standby and fast pass to go on that same tour. And since it's going to be after dinner, we're going to get some LED sunset. We're going to get some sunset action, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Funny story about the sunset. The last time I wrote it, I missed it.
How did you miss that?
I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at the animals. I had to ask Tim, "Is that the sunset?" And it wasn't. It was just a regular
No,
light.
It was the regular lights from the elephant paddock.
It was honestly, I would say that it was perfectly subtle. It wasn't noticeable. But it was perfectly subtle that it had that little flavor of sunset on the savannah, and it was really cool.
Well, that's a good flavor, Sunset on Savannah. Someone should bottle that as a beer.
Oh, that would be a good beer or mixed drink.
I'd drink it.
I'm excited for this.
Dollar Bar.
I'm excited for this for one reason. We get to use that little special stop that they always blow by after you've loaded on the fast pass and regular lines. That little special entry into the vehicle.
Well, because so much of that is looks like it's a dirt road, but it's made of concrete. I think we talked about that once before.
Oh yeah, we did. That was our. You know what, Mikey? That was our first Disney Doctorate of History. That was our first DHD.
Hey, man, I go way back.
Way back on episode 7. Holy
Well,
shit.
Well, that's you know.
I don't think any of us were there for episode 2.
Oh no. Nope. There wasn't an episode 2. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this tour. I don't know exactly how long it's gonna be necessarily. I know we got like this whole package is supposed to take us 3.5 hours, and they're giving us an hour and a half to eat. And I mean, an hour and a half is probably about 45 minutes too many for me to finish a meal. But
You would be surprised, man. You'll be surprised.
I totally disagree with that, especially at a signature restaurant.
The signature restaurant is to be 2 hours.
They
at
give
least.
you time to enjoy your food.
so far, I've been here half an hour, and all I've gotten is my salad. So maybe 90 minutes is about right. But if you know we're eating for 90 minutes and we've already sat through Festival Lion King for probably around 45. I think we're going to be on this tour for probably around 35, 40 minutes.
I would say this is a good tour around the savannah, around the Kilimanjaro safaris. But it's also apparently going to be done by a cast member who's going to give you some extra info that you normally don't get on the regular tour. So I'm totally excited for this.
Well, here's the thing also that you can't forget, that if one of those animals, and if you're on a tour bus, like the ones that regularly go through safari, if an animal parks itself in front of you, they're not going to push that animal out of the way.
Nope.
Like what happened the other day with a rhino.
Exactly.
Rhino just laid down right in front of the path of the truck, and they had to wait.
And see, that's when I would get up and say, "Hang on, I got this. I've seen Crocodile Dundee."
And then
we've
we're down
lost
a
Mikey.
host, and we'll be taking applications.
Yeah, but damn it, I'm going to be on YouTube, and I'll be making all kinds of viral monies.
Mikey, we've talked about
Not
this.
if you're dead.
Since we lost...
I only plan on getting seriously maimed.
Mikey, since we lost HR, we don't have workers'
have
comp
insurance.
anymore. No, this is going to be a fun little event. I'm excited for this.
I'm happy that we got those VIP seats for the Festival of Lion King show. That's probably one of the other cool things about this. We got to go into the exit
Yeah, we did.
at the theater, which is a
It's
thing.
the same as the entrance.
Now it is, for the new theater.
Festival of the Lion King was great. And we'll talk more about the show later, but I really am excited for the safari.
It was a hell of a deal for $99.
Gentlemen, I hope you're hungry because Tiffin offers some amazing entrees. Tonight, the specials are camel ramen, duck confit, soft poached egg, spiced coconut broth, alba mushrooms, and a chick lime cashew. Shrimp and grits with Gulf white shrimp, Anson Mills grits, applewood smoked bacon, heirloom tomatoes, and a smoked pepper jam. The surf and turf with grilled local beef tenderloin, butter poached lobster tail, Yukon Gold potatoes, seasoned vegetables, and a Cape Mountain whiskey butter. This is just a small selection, but your dining package lets you choose from the entree menu. What will you be having this evening?
Tim, why don't you start us off?
I'm going to have the Fort McCoy beef tenderloin, medium rare, please.
That looks good, man. But now I want to know what are the crushed potatoes?
You know about crushed potatoes?
No.
It's like mashed potatoes that leave the skins on.
Well, they're baby potatoes, and they boil
Okay.
them, and then they smash them, and then they fry them.
I've done that. I like that. I like that a lot. I want that. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not ready yet. Trent,
That's
why
how
don't
I
you go?
get.
And what can I get for you?
Well, like Tim, I want the tenderloin, but I also want the butter poached lobster tail. So, I'm going to go with the surf and turf and get my Yukon Gold potatoes, the charred broccolini, and the Cape Mountain whiskey butter.
Let's talk about that whiskey butter right now.
Oh, my God.
How good does that sound?
It kind of makes the whole dish. It's why I'm going to order that. I was kind of tossing around the whole sustainable fish and the pan-seared Alaskan halibut, but surf and turf just sounds too good with that butter.
Oh, don't get the sustainable fish. It looks at you while you eat it.
I really enjoyed it when I had it, and Tim was totally grossed out throughout
It was
the whole
staring
meal.
at me while I was eating my steak.
It was awesome.
You could have popped its eye out and ate it.
No, the eyes are gone. They take out
The
the
eyes are gone.
Oh.
They take
The
out the
sockets are
eyes.
still there, though.
For people who are afraid of this dish, to be honest with you, I definitely say try it because it's cleaned, so they take out all the insides of the fish, and the eyes are taken out, and you think about like if you're eating a rotisserie chicken, it's almost that experience when you're eating the fish.
Yeah, you like flake off the sides and.
It is one of the best meals I've had there so far.
Damn.
All right, Mikey, what are you getting?
You know, I've caught a lot of shit on this podcast for my condescension toward Quaker Oats. So I'm going to let Disney try to redeem themselves, and I think I'm going to go. I'm going to go out on a limb. I want the shrimp and grits.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good, man. I'm telling you. You know, for like 20 episodes, you're like, nope, don't do grits, and then you had them. And
I did. Well, I had them once, and I was reminded why I don't do grits, because they tasted like some unsugared Quaker Oats. But then again, they were served to me in Alabama and out of a trailer.
Well,
So,
yeah, there's your problem.
on the way to Disney. So this time I'm going to let Disney make it. It's got shrimp in it instead of just butter and cheese. There's a little bacon going on. I got some maters, and I got more jam. And, you know, I've already had jam in my my drink. Give me some. That's my jam. My jam is my jam, man.
And what'll you be having this evening?
Adam, what are you going to have?
I'm actually gonna try something that I can't necessarily get locally in Pennsylvania. I'm gonna do the ramen, the Kamo ramen. It's stuffed confit, soft poached egg, spiced coconut broth, alba mushrooms, and a chili lime cashew.
That
It looks really pretty.
I like ramen and I like duck. Oh, that sounds really good.
I saw a picture of it, and the picture just basically, if you like think of what you think Asian food looks like, that's what the picture looked like.
Well, it's
Yeah,
ramen.
No, it's ramen. It's
I get it. I was just like, that is like literally the most out there dish, and I'm typically an adventurous eater, but I don't know.
It's not that adventurous. It's really not.
I don't think so
it's
either.
gonna be a lot more pleasant than what you think. Now everything comes to you in the bowl. From what I understand, right, waiter?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gonna come to you in the bowl, and then you're gonna pour the broth on top of it, the hot broth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then you're not supposed to just eat it and piece it apart. You're supposed to mix it all up together and eat it so that you get a little bit in every bite. And it's, what's that word?
Umami.
Thank you.
Umami.
I can't say it, so I'm not going to bother.
So is it more like kind of when you get it and you put, I guess it's got like a coconut broth on it or something?
Yeah.
Do you mix it up so you kind of eat it more like it's kind of like a stew, I guess, with everything mixed together? You don't eat a little of this and a little of that. You kind of...
I mean, you can eat it that way where you piece it together, but you're really supposed to mix it all up.
Well, shit, just call it a stew and maybe I'd be more down.
Well,
Well, it is.
I think what's going to make this is that soft poached egg. When you
Yes.
crack that open and everything just flows into it, I love a soft poached egg. So
There's nothing better than just a perfectly poached egg. Later on I'll tell you about my story in Washington with fried oysters and poached eggs. They were fucking delicious. Waiter, I think I'm gonna go adventurous here, and I'm gonna try something based on a good buddy's recommendation. I'm gonna get that whole fried fish because I've never had it.
awesome.
I want to try it. And black bean sauce, som tam, which is like a Thai noodle. I want this, man. I'm getting that. I'm gonna have that. That's what I'm gonna get.
When I had it, it was served over forbidden rice.
Yes. Forbidden rice, also Southeast Asian.
It was really good, but I didn't know they changed it to a noodle.
Yeah,
I
they
can't swear to the noodle.
they changed it to som tam, which is basically like kind of like the noodles you get in like pad thai, and it's got like the peanut sauce on it. So I'm gonna have that because that sounds really good.
Hey, you guys want to throw in some gobi Manchurian?
Yeah.
I'll split that with you.
Yes.
We have to pay extra for it, but it's worth
I
it.
don't care. We can all
Let's get a
share
couple
it.
orders of
It's
that.
Hey,
awesome.
hey, Mikey, Magical Meltdown's footing the bill here, so I'm down for that. Look, gobi Manchurian, that crispy fried cauliflower, every time. Trenton, do you want to have the vanilla poached South African lobster tail added on?
I'm already having a butter poached lobster, and I don't know how I feel about the vanilla poach there. It seems to be a weird flavor to go with seafood.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants that, Scott. I mean, the Magical Meltdown does not think he wants that.
Well, we might as well try it.
shirts.
We might as well try it. It's
I didn't. Listen, ain't nobody buying some of them shirts.
if we don't like it, we can just not eat it. It's not that big a deal, right?
You know what? Sell a little more of the Cousin Joe. Go over there and get the Bro Roadie, and then we can get the South African lobster shell next time.
The last time I was here, I met a lady with that shirt on. She wasn't even a podcast listener or a Facebook follower, and now she is.
Wonderful. I'll put your entrees into our head chef, Robbie Salas, and be back to refill your drinks.
Awesome. Thank you, man. So, Tim, we're in this wonderful restaurant, Tiffin's. It is absolutely stunning here.
Oh, well, you guys know I'm the ultimate bro roadie. I am like the king of his fan club.
And look, we're sitting in the African room.
But you see, if you look over there, your shoulder, you see that baobab tree?
Yep.
That is the actual model that they built
Really?
to design the baobab trees on the safari.
Interesting.
And if you look over here on this wall, they call it the African texture wall. You have some wood carvings, some plastic carvings. Some of them were actually done by Swahili carvers, but some of them were done by Imagineers. You can never
that's
tell
so
which
cool.
ones are which.
That's really awesome.
And the wall behind us here, you look at that wall, those photographs. Some of them are actually from Africa. Some of them were taken in the park.
Yes. I think I see one. I think that looks like Harambe there. It
Yes,
kinda
that's
does.
the one that everybody can always pick out. That you can tell that one is Harambe Market.
Yeah, well, it's got those like wires that come down, and it's pretty cool. Very cool. I love this restaurant. I think it's a beautiful representation of Animal Kingdom.
Well, when they designed the restaurant, Joe Rohde said, "Tiffin's is an art gallery in a restaurant."
It really is, man.
It's all about the travel and adventure that led to the creation of Disney's Animal Kingdom. The design it encompasses the whole of Animal Kingdom. That's why they wanted it in the center of the park. And it's on Discovery Island. It's so full of authentic detail and meaningful information. Joe Rohde wanted a restaurant that, if it's going to have the best dining in the park, it's going to have the most knowledge.
Now when we walked by to our table, I saw that room with the totem poles. Those are really, really cool, and they're not fake totem poles either.
No, that's the Grand Gallery room. And you guys can get up, if you want to get up, and they totally let you go visit all the rooms. You have this room, which is the African safari room. You have the Grand Gallery room, which Scott just mentioned. It has the animal sculptures and those totem poles. And then on the other side, you have the Trek Gallery, which is the Asian room. And one of the best things about the Asian room, if you go in the corner, you see a sculpture of prayer flags. And they're designed in such a way to mimic their movement in the wind, as you would see in the mountains of Nepal.
That's really cool.
I'm really glad you guys know so much about this place. I've my first time here, so learning all this is actually really interesting.
That was awesome.
Look,
you know what?
Trenton,
When you
should
get
be comfortable in the room with all the poles.
Trent's pole. So when you eat here a lot and you talk to your servers, the servers are extremely knowledgeable about this place. I mean, when the waiter comes back, you can ask him a few questions. I'm sure
Except this one. This one doesn't know shit about it.
he must be new.
He must be.
Oh, he's special. Be nice
He
to
is.
him. You know.
He's got a funny accent, and he's from the South.
Oh, probably says pecan.
Yeah, I thought his name tag said he was from Louisiana.
That's right.
Louisianians know about Africa.
It
Bless his
definitely
heart.
had some silent vowels in it.
So when they designed this place and when they were getting input from this place, they not only took input from the chef's team and the food and services team, but they also asked creative entertainment so they can reflect all the shows in the park and animal services. Because animal service was in Africa and Asia the longest when they were designing this park. So they got a chance to eat more of the flavors of Asia and Africa and the spices and the meats and the vegetables. So it was like an all company-wide thing when they were designing this place.
Yeah, and when you walk up to this, there's so much theming that goes into the restaurant, the entrance, the galley, or the gallery. When you walk in, there's all these like notes of Imagineers and notes of the people for animal services, and they really do a good job of portraying the animals that are part of this park. With hoof, but from the hoof prints in the sidewalk when you walk up to the animals that are represented on the wall, the carvings, the decor, that beautiful map. When we walked into the entranceway there, the Maitre D station, that beautiful map, that hand carved African mahogany map, absolutely stunning.
This is one of my favorite places on property.
I think it's
and you
because
tell it's Joe Rohde's one of Joe Rohde's favorite places. It's his baby.
I think it's because it really transports you out of reality.
Yeah, it takes you to Africa.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're out of the United States, which is, I think, is one of the best parts of Disney dining. That when those restaurants take you away from where you really are in Florida, in the middle of Florida, and take you to another place.
Well, the best also part for me is that it's high-end food, but it doesn't have that stuffy feeling.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really important. And it still feels adult, but it's not like, and I'm going to get a lot of heat for this, Grand Floridian adult.
Yes.
Where you're afraid to touch something, and it's just something's going to break.
I'm always afraid to touch something. No.
So, I mean, that means a lot. And when it's comfortable and good food, but still looks presentable, they just got everything right here.
And that's my next point. One of the most interesting and funniest stories I've heard about this place is right before it opened, and they were in the dressing up stages. Joe Rohde came in, and if you go outside in Nomad Lounge, the chair cushions are different. There's like 4 or 5 different patterns, but they had them arranged where one seating area all had the same pattern and another seating area all had the same pattern, and he didn't like that. You would not see that in, a rural Asian market or a rural Asian lounge or an African lounge. Mix them up. So he went in there and he moved pillow cushions around, he moved chairs around, and just to make it seem more random and
Authentic.
Authentic and rural, not polished.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful restaurant. So I'm glad we got the opportunity to sit down, have a meal here, take this all in, because like Tim said, it may seem intimidating at first, but it really isn't. It's very welcoming.
It's not. And I'm surprised he's not here. Me and him, we go way back, and we used to hang out in Nomad Lounge all the time.
I love that Trek gallery with the prayer flags. So cool. If you're sitting here and look, we're in the safari room, go over to the Trek gallery, check out that Tibetan prayer flag, artwork, because the prayer flags really look like they're blowing in the high winds of Mount Everest.
Yep. And definitely, you've got to walk around. Like Tim said, just take a minute just to explore all the rooms. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, they encourage it.
Absolutely.
We're here.
And definitely go check out the bathroom. The bathroom is amazing.
Yeah, I'd give that a couple minutes, guys.
Again?
God damn it, Trenton.
When we get back home, you better go see your gastroenterologist.
At least we don't have to. At least we're not sharing a room with him anymore. So
that's true.
Another
boom boom there, Trenton. Thanks.
He only clogged the toilet once. It's fine.
Hey,
well, look, all hands on deck situation.
We had to call maintenance. They had to switch the whole toilet out. It was a mess.
Well, look, dinner's arriving, so let's dig in, and cheers, man. This is really good.
How do you say cheers in Swahili?
Cheers.
No. Cheers.
Cheers, mostly. Yeah.
Well, let me ask our server when he comes back.
But he's gonna give us the Louisiana Louisian answer to that.
The Creole answer.
Dinner was great, man. Adam, how was your food?
Awesome. as always.
It really is, but I am ready for dessert. Where's that waiter?
He kind of reminds me of Moby.
Kind of, a little bit. Although his beard's grown out a little bit.
Have you seen Moby's beard lately?
Moby has
no.
a beard now?
No,
Well, that
Moby's
puts
shaved.
Scott's to
Moby's
shame.
shaved.
No, it really doesn't.
Nothing puts my glorious beard to shame.
I can almost say that Moby has alopecia.
Scott's beard is on the same level as the movie Powder.
Yeah, probably.
Gentlemen, I hope you saved room for dessert. We have an amazing selection of delectable sweets. What can I get for you, sir?
Anyone want to jump in?
I'm going to have the guava mousse, please.
Ooh, that is so good.
And what can I get for you?
Dessert choice here is hard for me because none of this really jumps out at me.
Nope.
But
I already know what I want.
I ended up going, I guess I'll have the South American chocolate ganache with the caramelized banana and the cocoa nib
time.
tuile. Just, it sounds good. Anything with caramelized bananas, it can't be bad,
Well,
right? So,
Well, and
Caramelized bananas
you know,
are
South American chocolate is, delicious, to say the least.
It's cocaine.
Literally cocaine.
Literally.
Cocoa.
And
Cacao.
Trenton, I appreciate you ordering for me because I would have tripped over that whole ganache at the end of it there. So I'll
lay off
have
the jam
I'll
jar.
have what he's having.
Yeah, easy on the jam jar there. That's a
That
sweet.
bottle's almost gone already.
Yeah, right.
And where did that bottle come from? I thought you just ordered a glass.
Well, he went back in the back. I'm pretty sure he made friends with the sommelier and stole a bottle.
Well, I mean, he said this was the bougie trip, so he
This
probably
was.
got the bottle. He's just hiding it from us.
The bougie trip.
I'm not just happy to see you guys. Quit staring at my cork.
And what will you be having this evening?
I think I'm gonna get that whipped cheesecake. That, you know what? That's delicious. It's got espresso sponge cake on the bottom. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have the whipped cheesecake.
I thought about that, but I didn't. I'm not a big coffee guy.
Oh, I'm a big coffee guy.
You have to let me know the texture of it.
You know what? I imagine it's gonna be nice and light and fluffy.
Yes, but that's not what I want from a cheesecake.
I know you want that dense.
I want
look,
the
and-
Brooklyn, New York
It
Junior's
like sticks to
cheesecake.
your
Yes.
ribs.
And I have no problem with that because cheese. Well, first of all, if there's one cake that I have, my first choice of cake is cheesecake. Second choice is carrot cake.
Oh shit! Carrot cake number one for me. Cheesecake is just
Cheesecake is delicious, and then you can go into the regular cakes.
No, cheesecake made right is awesome.
Anything with chocolate, I'm there.
Cheesecake, New York style cheesecake with that super thick, super dense cheesecake. Oh, I would kill for that. But yeah, I'm gonna have the whipped cheesecake. That sounds really good. Who hasn't ordered here? Everyone order? Everyone order?
Actually, wait. I want a press
Oh.
pot of coffee, please, too, as well.
All right, yeah.
Because
Well,
the coffee
I-
here is amazing.
the coffee
And I
is.
hope
Anybody
the
else
server
want
doesn't spill it
something,
on my
Trenton?
leg.
You want,
Coffee? No, not me.
Are
Yeah.
you sure? Because
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Demi
gonna
Dad's
have
working for
I'm gonna have
it.
a cup of coffee as well. Anyone else want coffee? Tim?
Scott, we'll split the press pot.
Yeah, we'll do the press pot. Mike, you gonna have some coffee too?
shit, no, I don't want any coffee. It's evening time. Give me more booze.
Awesome desserts. I'm looking forward to these. Guys, that's Lion King show. Amazing.
It's always a.
It was my first time seeing it.
Well,
my
you know
favorite
what?
show.
That's the best time.
It is, especially with the VIP seating right where we were.
I'm just glad we didn't get picked to be the animals in front of everybody. That's embarrassing.
Oh, and this is listen, I'm an
Me?
introvert, and this is the one show where I will get up and I will bleat like a fucking giraffe.
Yes.
I
fucking
will
time.
honk like an
but
elephant.
not in front of everybody like those other people had
would.
to.
I've done Enchanted Tales with Belle twice, and I've been picked both times to be one of the knights, and fucking I'm the best knight you've ever seen since Robin Hood Men in Tights. I'm the best suit of armor on stage. So if you pick me to bleat like a goat, I'm all over it.
Which that show taught me that's the noise that giraffes make.
Trent, what did you think of the show?
Well, after the welcome and they did all the animal sections, everyone knows I Can't Wait to Be King, but everyone's really waiting on the Tumble Monkeys and Timon to
fuck
sing Hakuna
yeah.
Matata,
Some
right?
of us for other reasons.
The best part of this, and you know, look, rather than just focus on what's going on while they set up for the Tumble Monkeys, focus on the setup. These guys are serious. This is not just a small time production. This is like big time. They're putting up cables. They're putting up these bars, these trampolines. This is my favorite part of the show.
They essentially set up the whole stage for the stage for the whole rest of the show.
It's like
Well, if you think about it, their routine relies on the whole stage being put together exactly perfect.
Right then and there, yeah.
Well, you know, and after that, the tumbling. I'm just glad the Tumble Monkeys are there this time, because the last time I saw it, they weren't there. There was only 3 of them. They couldn't do all the stunts.
They've had a
Yeah,
couple
'cause
injuries.
one of them broke his leg.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad they are all 4 here tonight.
You know what? They got 3 more legs.
And I do like the Scar section, but the best part of the Scar section is the fire twirling. I mean,
Oh yes,
Yes.
that's my favorite part. I love the
Yes.
fire twirling.
it's ridiculous.
Because I'm a bit of a pyro.
Oh my god, that guy is insane. I don't know how he doesn't
For-
set his hair on fire.
First of all, who isn't a little bit of a pyromaniac?
This is a good point.
Good call.
I mean, everybody loves some fire.
My least favorite part of the show though was the birds.
I don't know.
get
I
that.
kind of like this.
Aerobatic
I
birds.
can't make it fit into the show though. It just does. It's not. Everything else is Lion King, and then there's birds.
There's birds in the Lion King.
There's birds in the Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
fucking
no.
Zazu.
No, I agree with Trenton because it's almost like, when did I fall into Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah.
It-
It does.
is a-
It does slow the show down.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's exactly the words I was gonna say. It's a slowed moment of the show,
I think this is where I fell asleep.
but it is a really cool. It's a really impressive acrobatic feat.
I'm not saying it's not impressive. I just don't think it fits
What
in with the
else
rest
can
of the
they
show.
do through Can You Feel Love Tonight, though? I
2
mean,
people in the lion get-ups, maybe.
What are they going to do? Interpretive dancing? You already have that. They gotta break it up.
They're gonna.
I would say take out the song, give me the morning report.
Oh wow, yeah,
yeah.
okay. About 5
And you know
people
what?
got that.
Sorry.
Zazu
Which is a great-
isn't
which is a
really
great song.
represented in that show at all.
He's not.
Yeah, this is really the only part where Zazu, in air quotes, gets represented.
Well,
But he doesn't really.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't, because they're just generic.
plus
birds.
everyone knows I don't like birds. Then they do the lion sleeps at night, and it's all right. And then really the standout part of this whole show is the end when everyone comes back out and they're all singing, and they sing part of this song, they sing part of this song, they sing part of that song. I think the hosts of the show is really what make it. Those guys are great.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I do have the backing tracks, and they're singing live
Oh yeah,
because the actual backing tracks have their vocals cut out.
the lady with the big bowl hat.
All of them. There's not one of their vocals in it. Like
I'm just saying those hats are ridiculous.
They do the show
Well,
live.
it's
which is it's a lot when you think
genuine
about how
African-
many shows they have to do back to back to
was it
back to back.
five a day, 6 a day?
five shows a day.
More
I
than
mean,
that, some depending on how late the park is open.
But let me talk a little bit about the costuming. The costuming is amazing in this show. It is all. I mean, it is beautifully done. Everything is meticulous, and damn near if I say it's probably one of the best costumed or best produced
Yes.
shows on property.
Without a doubt. I mean, if you
doubt.
see some of the shows that they put in the park, it's almost like a small test of costuming and how this would look and how this would work before it heads to Broadway.
Yes,
Because
yeah,
when you-
yeah.
And
when
those
you
are
look
the
at-
wrong
Well-
words.
Well, what you see at Disneyland at the Hyperion Theater.
Well, that's
Yeah,
my point.
it's
You
similar,
have
very similar.
Lion King that headed to Broadway. You had Aladdin that headed to Broadway, and you had Frozen that headed to Broadway. All of those shows started. Tarzan was on Broadway at one point. Beauty and the Beast was on Broadway. So a lot of these shows that start in the park are a test, I want to say, to how this could work on a Broadway stage.
So this was Lion King Broadway was pre Festival of the Lion King, but they're like, right off on each other,
Yeah.
like 6 months. But yes, the Lion King opened on July 8, 1997 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. But no, look, this was a fun night. We had We had some good desserts. The Lion King was a great show. What are your guys' thoughts? Adam, what are your thoughts on the Lion King show?
I'm not gonna lie here.
Favorite part.
Be careful.
Favorite part.
Not my favorite show. It's just not. I'm sorry. I enjoy it. I enjoy it for what it is.
Scott, do you do divorces?
I don't, but Andrew does.
He knows
Wow.
he knows a gal.
I know a guy.
But it's just, there's so much. All right, I got spoiled by Disneyland. I've been spoiled by Broadway.
Yeah.
And people have been overselling this to me. But people say this is a Broadway caliber show.
It is, though. I mean, you
No,
look at the
it
costume.
isn't.
No, you look at the costume.
Where's the...
Yeah,
no,
okay.
absolutely
Compared
not.
to the
Well,
Little
you know what?
Mermaid LED laser light show, yes, this is Broadway
All right.
caliber.
No,
Fuck that show.
but hear me out. I was to Broadway in the 80s. And that Little Mermaid show is very close to what you're going to see on Broadway in the 80s.
Oh, God.
AK, I have seen Starlight Express, which the whole musical was on roller skates.
God.
Entire musical was on roller skates, and
go
there was
see
a lot
that.
of neon and bad,
Shit.
like,
Yes.
glow sticks. It was fun. But this,
Yes.
it's just, it's almost like, just like a bunch of music slammed together with no real story.
Well, having seen, and I'm going to shoot myself in the face for saying this. I have to agree with Adam.
Whoa,
Having
whoa,
seen
that's-
Lion King on Broadway,
That's aggressive. You're going to shoot yourself in the face?
I am. But having seen Lion King on Broadway
Yeah.
and then seeing this, it is not a Broadway caliber show.
Not even
Not
close.
even close.
But is it a great show as far as Walt Disney World standards? Yes. Given all the other shows just in Walt Disney
yeah,
World,
just in Disney.
The bubble. Just in the bubble. It is top 2. Easy.
Oh, I think it's...
Yeah, top 2, but it's not 1.
Oh, I think for me, it's
It's
one.
not 1.
No.
What's number 1, Tim?
Nemo.
Nemo.
Oh, fuck
Okay.
that. We've talked about
No.
unitards.
Wait. Scott, have you ever even seen Nemo?
The people...
No, because I don't like
then you can't.
unitards.
I love when you say
No.
you don't like things better, but you've never even fucking seen
Mike's
them.
cousin's a unitard.
The puppetry creeps me out.
But if you want to talk Broadway quality show,
I know.
Lion King on Broadway is all puppets. In some
Yep.
way or another, when
No,
you look
they
at
have they have the mask things, don't they?
No,
No, they're
but
most-
top
almost
parts of
different.
it that there's very few that have that mask. A lot more of it is puppetry.
It's the hyenas with masks.
I want to say the hyenas are partial body.
The major characters are masked. Scar, Simba, Mufasa, Nala.
But some of the masks sit on top of their heads.
Yeah,
Well, that's Scars,
it's
Scars.
it's
So
less
there's still a
puppetry.
puppet.
No.
Exactly.
I'm
Okay.
talking the. See, Lion King Broadway reminds me of like Greek theater, back in like Aristotle, with the
you been?
masks and.
But you see, I disagree with that because you're talking main characters there. If you look at Pumbaa, Pumbaa's a full puppet.
Yes.
well,
Timon is a full puppet.
there's only one Pumbaa.
Yeah, but Timon is a puppet.
Timon and Pumbaa are done in the style of Finding Nemo,
Yeah.
where it's an actor behind a puppet.
Well, part of a puppet. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. His head,
Especially
his
Timon.
head like comes over the top of
No.
Pumbaa's
No, well, Timon is
body-
a full
costume.
meerkat
Yeah.
behind a human
No,
in front of
But,
you.
but
Pumbaa's-
Pumbaa is in the middle of a puppet.
Yeah,
the body.
it's so
the
weird.
person sits in the middle.
His head is like on top of Pumbaa's head. It's so weird.
It's weird, but
He rides it like a pony.
If you're horny, let's do it.
I was about to say, can I drop the genuine right here?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can,
you gotta drop
because
the
it was
genuine.
on my
We
jukebox.
gotta
earlier
magic
today.
mic this bitch right now. Listen, that
Genuine goes to Africa. That's the title this week.
the Mater D is cutting us off. He's like, get those people out of here.
Oh, leave us alone. We're
Kidding
still
me? The
drinking.
waiter
Tree of Life
singing
shop?
with us.
Is it too late to catch a Tree of Life show?
It's you know what?
Tree of Life is my favorite.
It's almost getting that
show.
time. Look, we've had a wonderful time tonight at Tiffin's. It's been a fun night. We've had some great food. Trent, what's your favorite part of the Lion King show?
The fire.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, fire. How can I? Plus, also, I think that be prepared is
my favorite
it's such a-
song in Lion King. So
It really is. And there's a reason why it's our title track.
yeah,
It's such a great song.
so you can't beat that part in my
No.
opinion.
Tim, what about you? What's your favorite part? I know you love the show. This is probably your top show?
Top 2.
1A, 1B.
Can't say number one, and that's what I like.
Is it
about
1A,
this.
1B?
That kills him. Because Lion King is my jam. I mean, I have a fucking Simba tattoo. But it is... I still have to see it almost every time we go. It's my number 2 show. Nemo takes the top spot because of the technicality aspect that it goes into Nemo.
Yeah.
It makes it a better show.
And it's a complete story. Nemo tells the story.
Trent and I had this conversation before about what Festival of Lion King is, and it's
It's a party.
it's a party for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all it is. It's a party for the soundtrack.
But with Nemo, they took a non-musical show and
they
made
gave
it a
it
musical.
Yeah, I
So
agree
much
with
so that I thought, for years, the Big Blue World was actually in the movie.
Wish.
Nope.
You walk out of that theater with songs that you've never heard before, singing them. And that's what makes a good musical.
I can see that.
Big Blue World will be stuck in your head for fucking the whole rest of the trip.
Yeah.
It's an earworm.
You know what gets stuck in my head? The Bruce song.
No, but it's a good song, and that's what makes a good musical. If you look at Broadway theater, if a song gets stuck in your head, it's going to last.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alexander Hamilton.
Well, no, forget that. But think of Rent.
Yeah. I mean,
You think of Les Mis. You think of all the big musicals of the past. They had one song you're done with that gets trapped in your head for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's a fine life carrying the banner.
Hell, Cats, which is the worst musical
Oh.
Memories.
ever, has that one song.
Memories.
Yep.
Yep. Mikey, what about you? What's your favorite part of the show?
You know, being that this is my first time seeing it, I was so happy that I could sing along with every damn song that came out, and I wasn't the only person singing.
No.
All right,
Definitely
The Lion
not.
King came out when I was in high school, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And knowing the lyrics to everything coming out there made me feel like I was a part of what's going on. So that was great. You know, you go to see the Frozen musical in Hollywood studios, and it's like, yeah, I know most of the lyrics to that, but it doesn't really resonate to me the same way Lion King does. So I really enjoyed being able to, sing along and see the choreography that goes along with that music that I've loved so well. Elton John's the man.
That you know what, the music of that show, the music of the movie it's probably one of my top, I hate to say it, I can't say top soundtrack, but top 3 soundtracks of all Disney movies.
It's close
my
to
favorite
Tarzan
soundtrack.
for me. I love fucking Tarzan soundtrack too, man.
I have a guilty pleasure for that because Phil Collins is really awesome.
I know, I'm a 90s kid, so I love me some Phil Collins.
I like Phil Collins, but I can't get behind that soundtrack.
Oh, I like it.
I
love
will
it.
say Lion King is a billion times better than Tarzan.
Oh, yes, because Simwanya.
And Andrea hates this. I wake up to that every single day. That's my alarm.
Oh my god, that would drive me nuts.
That would drive me nuts. As much as I love The Lion King, that would drive me nuts.
That's my alarm.
My kids will walk around the house once in a while, and I'll catch them, and they'll be singing whatever that stupid song Rafiki sings about the squish banana.
Asante sana squash banana.
Something song, the
banana.
squish banana. They'll be walking around. And I'll catch them singing that because I used to say that to them when I tuck them into bed at night. So, and I have no idea what it means, but it has something to do with that dessert me and Trenton had tonight.
Asante sana means thanks a lot.
Hello, I had the same fucking dessert, dude. We had just 3 of them on the check. Which you better pay because the waiter's looking at us funny.
Well, I hope all of you enjoyed your dining experience at Tiffin's tonight. Here's the check. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll have our hostess escort you over to Kilimanjaro Safaris for your VIP tour of the savannah. Oh, and I must say, I'm a huge fan of your podcast. Thank you, gentlemen, and have a wild evening at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Thank you, man. You've been wonderful tonight. We really appreciate everything you've done for us.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, you better tip him extra good.
Well, look, we've had a great meal here. Mikey, the bill. It's just sitting right there.
It is. And if I keep ordering drinks, I ain't got to pay it yet.
I'm just saying, I think I can run faster than you. So
Well, hey,
I'll trip all of you motherfuckers.
I'm just saying, I raced a guy once, and when they said go, I did a fucking windmill kick and dropped him on his face in the asphalt and still lost. But I thought it was pretty spectacular, but nobody that was there watching the race thought I did something very cool. But I was impressed with my own abilities to drop. Anyway, you're probably right, but it may hurt you.
Mikey, as the bill's sitting there. Look, there's been plenty of drinks flowing tonight. We've had a great time. Adam, what is your favorite part of the Lion King
The
show?
finale. The festival feel that you get from that finale
It is
the
really
my
cool.
favorite part of that show.
yeah.
It does kind of feel like almost like a carnival style show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, which is
But it's a spectacular at that point. It's just over the top and
spectacular.
big.
and I will say that Simba animatronic is really cool.
Not when you get close to it.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
sit in the middle of the elephant section and you're better off.
What's the elephant section?
We're always-
I'm always a
we're always
fucking
giraffe.
giraffe.
We're in the VIPs, man, and that animatronic.
I want to be a lion. I want to be in the lion section one trip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never
Tip.
been a lion.
Tip your server better, I guess, at Tiffin's. I don't know what to tell you
I
guys.
guess.
I'm not tipping that guy. He's a dick.
But look, Mikey, speaking of tips, man.
Well, why does he keep on pushing a Bloody Mary on us? Doesn't he know it's
He
night and that's a
does.
brunch drink?
The check is sitting there in the middle of the table. Since
Yeah,
Magical
yeah.
Meltdown's grabbing it, we should promote some of that, right?
We should, and no better promotion with what we've been talking about tonight here at the table than, guys,
Testicles.
it seems like it's been damn near a year since someone in their drunken stupor coined the phrase "festicles of the Lion King."
I bet it.
Has it been a year?
I bet it has.
More than a
it's
year.
about
It's
that.
been damn near a year, and I'm gonna say there's only been one shirt from the Magical Meltdown of Festicles of the Lion King sold, which I happen to own, and I wore on my last trip to Animal Kingdom, and I got a PhotoPass photographer was trying to take a picture, and then she realized what was happening on my shirt, and she said, hold on, wait a minute, let me see that. She pulled up from the view camera to take a look at my shirt, and she realized, oh my God. And then she called to the PhotoPass next to her, because it was right in front of the Tree of Life, and they have two photographers there sometimes. Look at this guy's shirt. So basically, everybody got a good look at Simba's nuts. What I'm saying is, I shouldn't be the only person to own Festicles of the Lion King.
No.
Considering I was the one who said it and has not lived it down yet.
And it's a damn good looking shirt. I've had several cast members comment on it, but only one of them looked close enough to realize it didn't say Festival of the Lion King. It's subtle.
It's one letter.
Very subtle, yeah.
It's one letter and a satchel that's perhaps dragging the ground behind a lion cub.
This, you know what, Mikey? This is the layers that we like to have to our inside jokes on the Magical Meltdown on the
There you
podcast.
go.
We like layers.
I wonder if I can get that satchel added to my tattoo.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to put my satchel on there for you until October.
But Mikey,
What happens on the magic stays on the magic.
Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god.
What happens when the magic gets washed out the next morning?
so Mikey, there's been really recently you've released 4 new shirts today.
You know, I didn't mention it anywhere else because I decided, hey, I wonder who's going to look at these. But yeah, there's a Maleficent themed shirt. Just got released
yes,
called
and
Another one?
Tim,
Maleficent, where basically it's Maleficent wearing Hela from Ragnarok's headdress.
yep. It's kind of like a stained glass almost look to it. I love that one.
A little bit, yeah.
Love that one.
Oh, Tim just saw
Why
it.
didn't we get to the side?
Then there's a Figment shirt.
There's a Figment shirt, and if
That's what I was
anybody,
just gasping at, because I want that shirt.
anybody going in November needs to bring that shirt because I want as many people to get a photograph taken with Figment in his Epcot themed. Would that be the Norway Pavilion? I guess.
I like the Tambu Lounge shirt.
Fuck, Mikey. We just got an order. I need to do another one now.
I made that Tambu Lounge shirt a year ago and never released it, and I just decided to throw it up yesterday.
Everybody who's ever gone to pre-Frozen when it was Maelstrom, who has not taken a photo with the Viking troll, or with that troll and the Viking hats?
Well, I haven't, but that's because I didn't know it was going away when I fucking wrote it.
That is a classic photo. So good for Figment. Good on, you know what? Good on you, Figment.
Hey,
I want
three shirts.
I want 3 of the 4 new shirts. God damn you, Mikey.
I don't even know what I released so many. Oh, yeah, Sipping Beauty was the other one for the ladies out there that enjoy a little glass of wine before bed.
I want the Tambu Lounge shirt, I want the Valhalla shirt, and I want the...
Maleficent. So definitely go over to www.themagicalmeltdown.com. I mean, we need to pay for this dinner, and it wasn't overly pricey. I mean, for what we got, guys, $99 is a good price.
It's a
$99 a head, Scott. Don't be lying to people.
Well, $99
If,
a head. Yeah.
if you guys didn't want to go on that damn safari, we could have got out for like $74 or
I don't know about that.
2 dining credits, and we could have gotten out. But $25, we get a fast pass and our own tour guide. So it's a
here's
wash.
the game with this, though. Because
$99 is a good deal.
for eating at Tiffin's alone, that's like $200 a couple with a drink included is not bad.
No, because we've had at Tiffin's meals that were higher than that.
Yeah.
Our average meal at Tiffin's is closer to $250, $300.
I mean, look, the beauty of this is for $100, you get a wonderful appetizer, a great entree, and a great dessert, and you get a glass of wine or a glass of beer.
I had one.
This is an
with my
experience that, I mean, when you think about some of just the tours alone at Animal Kingdom, which run you, what, 70? Trenton, what was the cost of your
elephants.
elephant? Yeah.
Of my what? I'm sorry?
Do you remember? The cost of your elephant tour?
Caring for the Giants tour.
Do you remember?
I want to say it was like
$30.
Yeah, it was like $35. It wasn't much.
Well, we didn't get
Right,
food or
but when
anything.
you-
I mean,
But that's what I'm saying. So you're figuring $30 for the cheapest tour, right? Plus dinner, plus VIP seating to a show. You're a win-win, and you're eating at you're eating at a signature restaurant.
Tier 1, you're still coming in about $60 shy per person for the Savor of the Savannah.
Yeah, but you're not getting the same quality of food, the same quantity of
No,
food.
that's what I mean. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. I mean, I think that's a different experience in the Savannah, but you're getting a lot better
food.
Right.
and
I'd
beverage
rather have
off.
the better
Granted, it's not like popping a bunch of amber ales or whatever under a tiki hut, but this seems like for let's just call it what it is, $100. For $100, you're getting 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Granted, you can go to Festival Lion King with a fast pass for free, but you're getting some VIP seating. You're getting someone who takes you from point A to point B to point C.
Wait a second, because think about it. Because now you have another fast pass that you can use for something else.
No, Adam, you have 2.
Because the Kilimanjaro safaris.
True, but now you have 2 fast passes that you can use for something else.
This is
No,
a
no,
win-win.
I'm
frees up your day.
I'm not poo-pooing on this. I'm saying this is when you figure that, you're like, oh my god, I can go ride Triceratops Spin twice.
No, this is well, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do it once.
Okay,
But
A Bug's
look-
Life and Primeval World. Got it.
But look, as we get on in this dinner, look, we've had a wonderful dinner tonight. It's been so much fun. Obviously, we're recording the podcast tonight. Go over to iTunes, rate, review, subscribe. It's the best way to help others find the show. Share it. Put it on your Facebook. If you know that you belong to Disney groups, go post in that Disney group and say, look, hey, this is a fun show. Other people are going to find the show, and we've had a lot of other podcast listeners come from those other Disney groups that found the show, that talked about it while they're down at Disney. I think Andrew Coolidge and his lovely bride were down at Disney, and they were pimping the show while they're down there. So when you're down at Disney, share the show. Talk about it with your fellow Disney nuts. But tonight, as we finish up this wonderful dinner, we're getting close. I think it's about the time for the last show of the Tree of Life. Let's wrap this up. Trenton, give me some closing remarks tonight.
Wonderful meal, great price on it. Like we said, Festival of the Lion King's not my favorite show, but it's still good. I enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's entertaining. But I'm just glad I got to spend time with you guys.
Mikey.
Piggybacking off what Trenton said about Festival of the Lion King not being his number one show, I want to say there's really nothing. If you boil it down, if you go in with the right frame of mind, there's nothing about Disney World that's bad. There's just varying levels of amazing and good. Okay. With the right frame of mind. I'm talking, if you're showing up with 3 kids and you want to have a good time, go in there and think, okay, there's nothing bad. There's just varying levels of good. Like beer.
Just wait until you get to that Little Mermaid show.
You know what?
Which
Fuck
I will
you.
never do again.
I love that show, and it has nothing to do with.
Oh no, it has everything to do with that cloaca.
It doesn't. I enjoy it. I love how kitschy it is at this point with the laser.
You
lights,
can't give the
okay?
Little Mermaid dollars, Mikey. Just so you know.
I know, but if the only pole up there is
Although
the one
that
she's
show
passing
makes you
to,
think you can.
Look, Mikey gonna make it rain, and not just in bubbles.
I will be flinging gold doubloons from a sunken Spanish fucking galleon. But no, Animal Kingdom's a great park. It was great before Avatar went in, and it's great after Avatar. And we've spent an entire episode talking about Animal Kingdom, and not once did we mention the world of Avatar. So that says something about that park as a whole.
No, look, Mikey, you're right. I have loved Animal Kingdom since my first trip in 2000. It's a beautiful park. It really is. It's a wonderful park that tells a story unlike any other park. It's dedicated itself to more than just being a theme park. It's hashtag not a zoo.
Not a zoo.
Yeah, it tells a story that I'm going to say 70% of its guests do not know about. Don't see it. They have no idea what's going on. They don't know when you walk across the bridge, you can see where walls used to be built if you look down. People don't know about it. And for the casual Disney guest, that's fine. Appreciate the animals, ride the roller coaster, see the zebras on the thing, take a kid on the zoo, on the train, see someone getting operated on by Doc McStuffins, fucking whatever, okay? Custer House for breakfast, do a little thing with Jumbo Juice, whatever.
Mr. Allen
everybody else, I don't know, man.
No.
For me,
Mikey.
just
All right, because I want to piggyback on this real quick.
Okay, Adam, take me home, but don't call me.
This was before Avatar was open. This wasn't always our favorite park, or one of our favorite parks in Disney World. But Tim and I actually spent time there and did a lot of the stuff that's not necessarily the main event. We did the bird show. We took time and did Wilderness Explorers.
Oh, that's amazing, isn't it?
Which I can
Absolutely.
almost guarantee I had fun doing it as an adult with no children.
Yes.
Some of the best cast member interactions, I think, Adam.
Without
absolutely.
a doubt.
They are
Without a
just
doubt.
waiting for someone to come up so they can tell them the shit they know.
And it was just awesome. Granted, don't necessarily go to the kid-based ones, because there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
But if you go to the more harder to find ones, the ones that might be more interesting, where you get to know your name in Swahili or whatever it was, and they'll write it down for you, it's just some awesome stuff that a lot of people miss out on because they're such in a rush to get from point A to point B. And I definitely agree with you, Mikey, 110%.
Adam, you are right.
Yeah.
I think people rush, and that's I want to say is the sad part about adding Avatar. And I'm sure. Look, I'm excited to see Avatar when we get done with this. But the sad part is that people rush to Avatar and they forget the rest of Animal Kingdom. And the rest of Animal Kingdom is beautiful. It's a beautiful park.
As much as I don't want to admit it, I think Avatar needed to be there.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
it does.
Because everybody...
It
but
injected
hear me
an
out.
extra life to the park.
It's not only that. People... All right, I'm already here. What else does this park have to offer kind of situation? And that's what opens up that kind of thing.
I think you're right. Avatar draws people there.
And maybe in a perfect world, they get a little bit of the story of Animal Kingdom. They get a little bit of that whole mindset of conservation, taking care of the planet, and stuff like that, which is what Joe Rohde is wanting. That's really all he's shooting for, I think, with Animal Kingdom, is this whole conservation and the story of the world as a whole. And yeah, you're in Florida, but freaking these other places that are in Africa and in Asia, they're amazing too. We're going to give you a little sprinkling of it. Maybe you'll go see it for yourself one day.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Africa one day.
Oh,
But here's
absolutely.
the thing with this, and I want to take that a little bit further, is that it's still fun. It's not forced down your throat.
Yeah.
It's not slamming you in the face and punching you in the head where it's this lesson that you have to learn. And that's important because I don't do well when you force me to learn something. I am much better when you kind of hide it and you make it so that it's entertaining. And
When
then
you
I think about it
accidentally
later.
learn something.
Yeah.
Well, it's not only that. It's something that I can actually think about later and why it makes sense. As opposed to literally recycling is good.
Right, right. But Tim, tonight we've had a wonderful night at Tiffin's. Give us some closing remarks.
Well, you know what? I want to touch on, Adam talked about, we did the Wilderness Explorer thing in Animal Kingdom. And that's kind of like your choose your own adventure of Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Because like Adam said, you can do the parts you want to do. You don't have to do the kid things if you don't want to do them, but you learn every spot you go. And when we were doing, I don't want to say playing that adventure, but when we were doing that adventure, that's when we learned about the baby tigers that may or may not be made at the time. And it turned out that they actually were. Because we were doing the Wilderness Explorer thing, and we went to the tiger exhibit.
Was that the same trip we wanted to go over to the Maharaja and they said the tiger enclosure was like closed off?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the same trip.
And everybody was just blowing it off like, oh, they might be cleaning it or something. But we actually sat there and talked to the animal intern that was there, and she told us, listen, they're having sexy time, and it's very stressful.
That's what's going on. The shades are drawn, the satin sheets are pulled up.
And literally, the shades were drawn. You couldn't see anything, and it's because the whole act of mating for tigers is very stressful for the female.
I bet it is. He's a tiger. Well, I mean, have you seen the Perkins waitresses in Florida? I'm glad someone got my golf joke.
So it's so stressful for the females that they could actually die during the mating, so they have to make it as natural and stress-free as possible, which meant closing off the whole enclosure to everything.
Yeah.
And we would never have known that had we not been playing the game.
The cast members at Animal Kingdom, I think, take pride at being cast members at Animal Kingdom. They really do know more than you think. So don't be afraid to go ask people about where they are and what's going on. Because, as Tim and Adam, you guys did the Wilderness Explorers. Mikey, you've done it, right?
Yes.
It's a wonderful trip around the park, and it takes you to places you don't really get to see, you don't know exist, and it takes you to adventures because adventure is out there.
You can meet different Disney characters, okay, but getting a chance to talk one-on-one with a cast member and letting them share their knowledge about a particular topic with you, that is in my opinion, that is 100 times better than having a PhotoPass photographer click a picture with you and Daisy Duck.
Yeah.
okay? Because you do have a great interaction. You're learning something. They get a chance to do, well, literally to do their job, okay? Because so many times those cast members that are part of the Wilderness Explorer adventure, people walk right past them because it's not something that they're looking for, okay? It's only you look up and you see the badge or, whatever they got, notify, you go talk to this person. So, yeah, you get up there, you talk to them, you learn a little bit, you have a good time, and if no one's behind you, just hang out, literally engage in a conversation that doesn't even have to do with what you're talking about. After you learn it, just talk to them. I think so many people go to Disney World think these people as waiters and waitresses and staff members, they forget that, they are just as much enraptured by the Disney magic as you are, and they want to tell you a little bit about it.
Yeah, no.
I think out of all the parks, the cast members in that park are mostly connected to their field of study.
Yeah.
So, the college program is big in Disney, and for the Animal Kingdom cast members, a lot of them are in animal husbandry. They're in veterinary school. They're in
biology, environmental sciences.
Yeah. So they know what they're working with every day. So if you stop and you ask these cast members a question, they'll be glad to just sit and carry a conversation with you. The little island that's in the middle of Discovery Island with the monkeys.
Yes, I love that.
We stopped there and talked to a cast member there, and she was telling us all about the howler monkeys. And
Trent loves the howler monkeys.
Dude, that fucking shit is great. Those, especially early in the morning when they're yelling at each other. Oh my god.
We're sitting down here at Tiffin's. We've enjoyed our time here.
Mikey still hasn't paid the bill.
That's why we're still sitting here.
Nope, still drinking.
I think the beauty of this whole dinner package is that it gets you to spend time in Animal Kingdom. We've all said that Animal Kingdom is a wonderful, wonderful park to be in from sunup to sundown. So as we finish up here tonight, as we finish our dinner, Mikey's finally paid the bill. Our waiter is coming back. He's been fun. He's been fun.
He's been average.
Yeah.
He's been adequate. His tip will also be adequate.
But Adam, close us home tonight. We've all shared our experiences of Animal Kingdom. Take us home as we finish this episode.
I just have to say one thing about Disney World as a whole, and pretty much every vacation that you're ever going to take as a whole. It's going to be what you make of it. If you want to learn something, if you want to be educated about something that you might not have that opportunity to do in your normal everyday life, this is the time to do it. There's no stupid question. They're used to dealing with children. Any question, even as trivial as you ever want to ask, this is the place to do it because they're not going to look at you or look down on you. I've never been looked down on from a Disney cast member because I didn't know something or I wanted to learn something more about something that might be trivial or that other people normally know. This is the best place to do that. This is the best place to reinvent yourself. This is the best place to learn about yourself, learn about the environment, learn about anything you really want to learn. This is why Epcot's important. This is why Magic Kingdom is important. You have a conversation with these cast members who can show you something that you've never thought of before. And I'm going to take it back to an episode of... I don't remember what episode it is. Scott's really good at that. But it's that imagination spark. That's all it takes for a kid to learn something, to want to grow something, to want to nourish something. And even as an adult, we never lose that. It might get buried under other shit, but never forget that at one point you were that kid, and this is the place where you're allowed to do it. So don't run from park to park. Ask the questions that you want the answers to, and chances are you're going to be very surprised by that answer.
And you're going to have fun doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, thank you for joining us for our little dinner at Tiffin's. I want to say it's been a lot of fun. Animal Kingdom, as we've as we've said throughout this episode, has been a place to learn, a place to entertain yourself, but most importantly, we've shown it's a place to spend time with your friends. Just go hang out there at Animal Kingdom. Check out the bars, check out the restaurants, but most importantly, just check it out. There's so much to do there, more than just ride a few rides, ride Flight of Passage, ride Everest. Go check it out. Go check out all the little animal exhibits there. It's a beautiful park. It really is.
And if none of that appeals to you, you can go and rub the penis plant.
Yes, you could. So, on that note, from all of us here at Three Sheets to the Mouse, thank you for making our show part of your Disney life. Thank you for your time this time, and until next time, so long for just a while.